Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 17 properties. Not a bad list. Obviously, the highlight is the one that we just launched on Kelman. And have a peek. I think you'll like today's list. We've got a good deal here on Gifford Crescent. It's a townhouse. Now, it's only 1130 square feet. There's only one room on the main floor, and there's only one bathroom upstairs. Now, that being said, they've done a good job with this one. They've prepared it well. Crown molding upstairs, something that you don't see very often. Upgraded flooring, finished basement, bit of landscaping in the back, and a good quiet street too. So at this price, knowing what else is out there, I think they're going to do very well. I think they're going to go very close to asking, or maybe even a little bit above. Now, there's no pictures yet on 35 mil. You can check the link. It's updated in real time right below the video. So if the agent loads the pictures at 12 o'clock, at 12:05, you update the link, you reload it, and it'll show up. Okay, so these are direct listings from the broker MLS system that we review every day. So we get a semi-detached 28 by 132, 3-bedroom, 2-washroom. So that means 1 bathroom upstairs. And so we've got a coach house in the back, clawfoot tub, and it's a close distance from downtown. If you map this one at 35 mil, you'll see how close it is to all of the best stuff that Milton has to offer downtown. So this one definitely piques my interest. I will be checking for photos, and I think at this price, a townhouse in the new area compared to a semi on a big lot in the old part, I think there's huge upside here. Now, I'm going to hop over to the Oakville Milton list, then we'll go back to the Toronto list. But seeing as we're talking about the low 400 range, there's some really strong picks today. This one on Elliott is a 55 by 120 foot lot. It's a bungalow, and it's $419, which we haven't seen in a long time. So interlock driveway. I bet you the house is nothing special. I mean, at this point, I can't imagine it being fully renovated. But I do think that this could be an opportunity to potentially buy in this neighborhood at a price point that I haven't seen it in a while in Dorset Park. Very popular neighborhood with young families. This could also work for a couple closer to retirement who want a condo alternative. Now, I think Milton Brook is going to have a tough time at $5,099 for a 1645 square foot house. And there's no photos yet, but it would have to be really, really nice in order to get this price. Typically, if we're over $500,000 for a semi, we're looking at least 18, 19, 2,000 square feet. You've got some kind of a premium, like a finished basement attached to it. This one does have a walkout basement, which might add maybe $5,000 or so to the price. I mean, there's no photos yet, but I would expect 1645 square foot semi to probably start with the first digit being a 4. Now, this one on Hood is $584.9. I think they're competing against a home that had higher ceilings, more finishes, a finished basement, and it only sold at like $592. So they're going to have a bit of a tough time at this price. I've seen this model firsthand because we had a listing with the same layout. And I don't know. I think we're gonna see this one sit around for a little bit. It does have some nice things. It's got the pretty much no carpet throughout the house. You've got laminate upstairs, hardwood on the main. I think they aimed a little high though. So Moreau Lane is something that's a street that we really don't see listed very often. So I'll give you a bit of a history on this one. So in the Coates neighborhood, right kind of in the middle, just on the north side of Yates, there was a big community park here. And so they built these homes on Moreau, and you can see how they're set up. The garages are actually in the back. Some of them have like a nanny suite above, like an extra little living space, but they have almost like a little courtyard in the back. And so anyway, the draw on this one was that you don't really have a huge backyard, but you have a communal. And it's not a condo or anything, but you just have this big area where the kids can all, like a gathering place. It's kind of a throwback idea. They haven't really repeated this experiment since then, which might speak to the success or failure of it. Maybe they want to keep it really exclusive and unique. The home is 2,000 to about 2,500 square feet, so 688. I think for having the access to this park, they could very well be in the right range. Finishes look decent, 9-foot ceilings. It almost looks like the ceilings are a little bit higher on the second floor, but it can be hard to tell from pictures. And you've got the finished basement there too. That's the courtyard in the back. And so what I'm guessing, and I haven't taken a survey of the neighbors, but I'm guessing that most of the people that bought these homes probably between 8 and 10 years ago, they probably had young kids, the appeal of the park. So I would think now that age has kind of moved on and there really hasn't been much turnover, I would think that most of the kids here are probably between about 8 and maybe 14 years old. So if your kids are that age, I have a feeling that they're going to have a lot of kids around that age nearby. I think we have a pretty good deal here on Savaline. It's 2,839 square feet. There are some people that aren't thrilled about being on streets like Savaline because they are a little bit busier. But I think for the finishes, for the size of this home, the layout is really nice. We've seen homes around the 2,800 square foot mark looking pretty similar to this sell for around this price. Kelman Court is $799.9. It's a Mattamy Wild Rose, 3,186 square feet, stone and stucco exterior. It's on a big pie-shaped lot backing onto green space, and we actually brought the drone out for this one. And so inside, you basically walk in the front door, and you're greeted by the dining room here. Hand-scraped hardwood floors. You've got a den towards the front of the house, and then upstairs you have another den upstairs. So for home offices, for kids' play areas, it's a very configurable space. The den upstairs could be a 5th bedroom. Two-sided fireplace. We've got Caesar stone, which is a man-made quartz countertop. In the kitchen, stainless steel appliances, glass backsplash. You've got a glass shower upstairs, and then you've got your other 3 bedrooms. So there's 4 upstairs, but you're about 81 feet across the back. And then here's a shot that really gives you a good sense of the boundaries of the lot. It's a very quiet street. There's some new development happening just closer to Yates out here. But it's a tight-knit street. It's the kind of street where they have street parties and people get along. They've got a beautiful pool next door here too. So those are people you might want to make friends with. But in all seriousness, it's a great opportunity to get on a very low traffic, quiet and safe street, and to get a pretty nice floor plan. So that's the list for today. Some good picks in here. Moreau is definitely something we don't see every day. Kelman, obviously. Couple good deals in the $400 to $500 price range if you're more of a kind of a first-time buyer starter range. And there we go. If you have any questions, you want to see anything in today's list, definitely reach out to us, 905-693-9346. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.